And do you see also, dear one, that whether I'm right or wrong, you understand something of devotion and how important it is, and not only that, but how much you in fact value such. Of course, devotion to the right thing, not the wrong. If I'm devoted to the wrong thing, one just dismisses me as a fanatic. But if in some sense the essence of what I'm devoted to is actually what you are devoted to too, what you value in your heart, then you have ears to hear, even to discern what my mistakes are in the circumstances, and with grace deal with such accordingly. Wow. You see, earnesty, is there such a word? Being earnest. I'm going to call it earnesty anyway. It's quite wonderful how God is in earnest. My granddad's name was Ernest, and when he applied for the council, campaigning, local council, in his little town of Southend, seaside town, Victorian seaside town, where the royalty would go for their holidays in that era, he would declare that he was earnest. His surname was Clark. Earnest by name, earnest by nature. And you might think this is very pompous. And perhaps it was, but at the same time, it was because that's what he valued in his heart. And my dad, his son, how should he be? Man of the City of London. My word is my bond. Now, it's unfortunate that he worships that principle rather than God, but given he doesn't worship God, didn't, anyway, then, if you know what I mean, it was, well, shall I say, a good step in the right direction. And you could rely on Dad. And that's very important in life, that you can rely on some people. I didn't feel he loved me because I understood love very much entirely in Mum's perspective. But I knew he would be there. And whenever I was actually in difficulty, well, perhaps Dad can help and do something. And if he decides to, he will. Because he does what is right. Oh dear. And okay, it's more of an Old Testament type of God in a way, isn't it? It's, you meet God in fear and trembling instead of peace and joy and hope and love. But you still meet him because you need him and you rely on him and he has integrity. Do you see integrity so important, dear friend? I don't mean that you should worship it. I just mean it's part of your arsenal of principles to guide you when you are perplexed. When you're clear on an issue, that's okay. But when you're not clear, we fall back on principle, don't we? Because we don't necessarily have the wherewithal to work out what is truly right. We trust God for that. We have to. Some things are just beyond our coping with. And it's very good that we do. And it is that trust in God that's more important than keeping some principle. For without the love of God, how could you be in heaven? It would be a nonsense, wouldn't it? Thank you, Heavenly Dad. So I think I'll call this recording Priorities. I was going to call it Integrity. But my last point here, that overriding all is this trust and love of God. It's obviously more important by definition. And therefore that's what I should call this recording. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.